So this is a review of Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Predaking Voyager class figure. He was packed in with Optimus Prime from the Beast Hunters Voyager Wave 1, and he is a dragon. Very large, imposing dragon. So I'm going to go over some of the features on this figure, look at a little bit of the detail, and do a transformation into robot mode. I am going to start out in dragon mode, even though he comes packaged in robot mode, because dragon mode is pretty kick-ass. You can see that he's got 3 heads, if you want to include the twin Hydrofire blasters, which are actually just guns that come with them. But they've got these really, really nice little sculpts there on the head of each of these, and you can see little teeth and everything like that. And it's actually pretty cool. They can keep the missile in its mouth, both up like that and down like that, and then you can put a little pressure on here to shoot the missile, and I'll do the same over on this side. Actually goes pretty decent distance. Now, you can also keep the mouth open on these guys, you can see, and it actually looks pretty cool. But I'm going to pop those off for now, and they come off just like that. Little peg that goes into a little hole on the shoulders here. Get it off there. And we'll take a look at the actual head of the dragon, which is got a nice amount of articulation. Its mouth opens and closes. It's made of this kind of soft plastic like that. It's not super soft like Transformers Prime First Edition Voyager Prime sword, but it is soft. So I mean, just be aware of that. He's got a swivel on the neck. He's got an up and down motion and a kind of forward looking motion, and they do a really good job in terms of keeping this kind of mane looking cohesive no matter which position you put that head in. But you can see that this is actually just a really nice looking dragon. Just playing with them, I'm loving the kind of poses you can get out of all of the limbs and the wings and everything. Just really, really cool. Anyway, back to the actual figure. You can see, as I was saying, there's some detail, like in the Hydrofire missiles there, that it just would have been awesome to have been picked up with paint on the forearms here. And I mean, I get why they didn't, and you can see up in the wings as well. A bunch of these little kind of runes and writing kind of all over them. That just would look nice if they had been picked up. But they weren't, and it still looks really nice in hand. In terms of articulation, in Beast Mode, he's got actually lots of it. You got this 360-degree twist there. You got a bicep swivel. You got up and down on the kind of elbow there. You got a rotation, as well as open and close on the fists. On the wings, you've actually got a couple of hinges. You've got one right here, and you've got a second one up here, as well as these wings can go all the way forward and then really far back as well. And they can actually get back farther, almost about 270 degrees. Like, you can get it down pretty far. So in terms of posing the wings, you actually got a ton of different options. He's got a little bit of a twist here on the waist, like that. You got a full loop on his back legs, same little kind of swivel there, and then just kind of front to back with the toes. The tail has absolutely no articulation, and that's partly due to the fact that the back part here is actually a sword that you just kind of pop out. So there is his sword for robot mode. Alright, put that to the side, and I guess I'm going to go ahead and do the transformation here. It's not an extraordinarily hard transformation. I actually kind of like it because of its simplicity, and I'll just go over a couple things as I do it. Mine, this one wing here, it's just a little floppy. This wing is absolutely fine. It'll stick wherever. This one I'm going to have to put a little floor polish or a little super glue, something to kind of tighten it up. But anyway, what I'm going to start to do here is actually take these wings and flip them all the way forward like that. Then going to come back here and just split that open, and then take these, kind of spread them apart. I'm going to rotate this. I'm going to take this little piece here and just push it all the way forward. Then take, oops, sorry, all the way backwards. And then take this, kind of tuck it inside there, keep that out, fold this guy forward, and that's one leg done. Same thing over here, except we'll do it the right way this time. Take this, bend it all the way forward like that, and just tuck this inside of itself, pull this out, and you've got your legs. Now, this piece here, you're just going to just give it a half turn so that it's kind of facing his butt, the hollow part, and just leave it down here for now. You got that. Alright, coming up here, you're going to take the waist and rotate it, again just kind of 90 degrees there, and pull his shoulder down like that, pull his arm out, take his claws, flip that like that, and then take this black piece and flip it out like that. Do the same on this side. Make sure that the two fingers are on the inside of the hand, and there we go. Now this is kind of a neat little thing that was shown in pictures earlier, but I'm going to just flip the wings down like this for now, and then leave this head like that. And just take this and just tuck it up here for a minute. Now, you can see if you do that, he's kind of like he keeps his dragon head in robot mode, and actually looks pretty cool. It's a nice silhouette. You can see kind of a imposing figure like that. And the nice thing about doing it is that you keep a little bit of waist rotation, because this is one of my big nitpicks on this figure is once you get him into actual robot mode, he's got absolutely no waist swivel. So let's finish the proper transformation here, and to do that we're just going to take this and spin it up like that, and then sorry, drop that back down for a sec. Take this and spin it around so that he's kind of facing backwards. Then we're going to pop the chest forward and just push his head kind of back like that. And as you do that, you'll see his robot mode head pop up. Now we're going to flip around here for a second. And what you do at the back here is actually take the dragon head and tuck it in and just kind of push it into his back there like that. Come back around the front and you can see the little tab here. It's just going to tab into his chest piece here. So you can just get that lined up. Clicks in like that. And now on the back here, you're going to take this and you'll see these kind of horns here, or the mane. They're supposed to go into these holes. Now because they're soft plastic, it doesn't slot through 100%, but it is what it is. So you're going to take that, and then you've got some grooves right here that this is just going to groove into like that, and you've got that clipped in there solidly. Then the wings you can kind of position however you want. I like to just take them, lean them in like that, and then you've got Predaking in robot mode. And like I said, he's actually a pretty cool robot. And he's got some decent articulation. The one big thing is, because of the way this locks in and everything, there's absolutely no waist rotation. Same kind of articulation he had in the arms in Dragon mode. In the waist, you've got forward and back, you've got a swivel there, and you've got a little bit of a movement there, but no kind of ankle tilt or anything like that, although he is built so he can stand on a flat surface with his legs kind of spread apart like that. Now, the other big thing is the head. It's just a side-to-side swivel. There's absolutely no ball joint in there. So, that's a little bit disappointing as well. He does have these weapons. The sword, which was his tail, and it's meant to take these pegs and slot into the hole right there in his fist. And you can do that, however, it doesn't stay very well. You can see, put it in there, it just falls out. Now, the idea being that you could take that and put it in there and then close his fist, but again, it just doesn't stay very well. It just kind of flops out. So what I found is better is actually just taking it and putting it in his hand. It stays quite a bit better than using the slot that was actually made for it, which is unfortunately a little disappointing, but it still works. He's got his sword there. And the other thing you can do is take the missile launchers that were heads in Dragon mode, and you can clip them onto his arm. And if you take a look here, you can see it slots in right there, and it's actually got a little spacing for his knuckle there. So you can move that up and down, and obviously if you want to, you can fire it. But to me, this guy is imposing enough without any of the weapons, so I'm not sure I'll give him any of those. Rather, probably just leave him in robot mode or dragon mode. But if he's in robot mode, then I'm probably just going to leave him without any of his weapons, because he's actually pretty badass just like this. So you can see, get a decent pose with almost no effort. And I'm just going to take a quick close-up of his head here. See if I can get that. Yeah, so that's his head sculpt. You can see the little Predaking logo on his chest there. The head sculpt's actually really, really nice in person. Just got a nice amount of detail once again. And I really like the way this kind of crown and everything looks on him. So I'll put him back. And we'll do this. We'll get a little size comparison in here. So this is Voyager Predaking, and this is Deluxe Ultra Magnus from Fall of Cybertron. Very, very much larger than him, and really gives you kind of a sense of how large this guy is. I'll just grab Skyquake really quick, and you can see how he compares size-wise to Skyquake. So he definitely has a little bit of height on Skyquake. They're about the same kind of weight. Actually, I really like the way these two look together. So, anyway, I hope I've answered most of the questions that any of you had about this figure. If you do have more, please feel free to ask anything or leave any feedback. And other than that, I hope you guys have a great day and take care.